So I'm doing a little different today, honey. I am showing you guys me because I have a special announcement and a special request. I need you guys' support, and here's why. I am in the process of getting my own DOT number and MC authority. That will allow me to start my own trucking company. But in order to do so, I have to submit the application to the USDOT and pay the fee for the application, which is 300. So I need you guys' support big time. I have multiple options where you guys can help with that fee. If you want to do it on GoFundMe, you can do that. If you want to do that on Venmo, you can do that. If you want to do that through PayPal, you can do that. Excuse me. If you want to do that through Apple Pay, you can do that. And um, I would appreciate it more than you guys realize, honestly. I really need you guys' support right now. I really need kindness and generosity and encouragement during this trying time, honey. She is trying my patience. Please give me the green. Oh, I got the red, girl. Oh my god, I gotta pull into the way station. Child, honey, this is always happy, girl. It be like that sometimes. I've gotten nothing but reds the whole way, girl. For what? I don't even know, girl. It's obnoxious, though. But anyway, guys, let's hope for the best. Let's hope they don't do no crazy inspection or nothing, because, child, hold on, because I got to act like I'm not talking on the phone. Okay, but why they took my picture, though? Well, they are doing inspections. It says bypass. Bypass, honey, at 10 mile an hour. Mm. But anyway, girl, we going through the scale house getting getting bypassed, girl. And they took my picture as I pulled in. I don't know why, girl. I was like this on the steering wheel. You ain't supposed to be on the phone, right? Even I'm on the headset, so that's fine. You ain't supposed to be holding no phones. But when I get pulled into the way station, girl, I don't even be moving my mouth. I be like, I don't want them thinking I got no kind of distractions, girl. None at all. Oh, I'm glad I saw that because it said my signal was unstable, so I switched it over to cellular because my Wi-Fi truck probably trying to jump to another tower. But yeah, I just went to the way station and they was doing inspections over there, girl. And I am not trying to get an inspection because I got a violation on my logs right now because I drove too much. And I got like 3 more days until that falls off. So this trip, I'm headed back to Wyoming right now. And this trip, literally every way station I have gotten pulled in, every single one I've gotten the red light, every one, which has been like 5 times because I left out of North Carolina and went through Tennessee and went through Kentucky and Illinois, and I'm in back in Kentucky right now. But yes, back to what I was saying. And thank you guys so much for the likes. Hello. Hi, Jenny, is it Jen Y? I can't. Hello. Thank you guys for saying hi. I appreciate it. Tell me where you're watching from. Oh, is this the river? It sure is. This ginormous river. It's beautiful. But I was saying, you guys, I really need y'all's help. I know, right? Oh my gosh, I literally would cause me to be put out of service. But I digress. I do see a trooper in my left mirror, so not that I'm worried because I'm past the way station though. But he can still stop me. But we ain't gonna manifest that. I need y'all's help. I need your help, just like the title of the video says and the description. You guys, I am trying to start my own company. I already have like my company name and LLC and all that, but I'm trying to get to the meat and potatoes. Which the meat and potatoes is I have to get my DOT number and my MC authority. In order to do that, I have to submit the application to the USDOT, and that is $300 to start that process. So I need y'all's help, please. Anything helps, even if it's 50 cents. These 2 quarters can save a dog's life. You remember that commercial, girl? It's not. I ain't even trying to make fun of it because honestly, anything helps. And if you guys are in a position to help, that would be phenomenal. um, if not, if you can at least share the video for me, that would be helpful beyond measure. If you can share it to your social medias, that would be helpful. Maybe there's somebody in your group who can help. I have Venmo, I have PayPal, I have Apple Pay, I have GoFundMe. I'm really trying to go out on my own. That way I can really make decent money rather than working for pennies. Um, and beyond that, not even just about money, but about equipment quality. Because the equipment that I'm driving is not up to par, and there's nothing I can do. I've reported it numerous times, and they won't do anything. They're like, "Oh, we'll look at it later. We'll get to it when we can. We'll this and that." What am I supposed to do, girl? Just I don't want to mess up my driving record because when you get put out of service for a violation, it goes on your driving record. When it goes on your driving record, if you were to try to go to another and you have an out of service violation, 9 times out of 10, they will not hire you, especially the mega carriers. They allow you 2 out of service in a 7 year period. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to, I have a spotless driving record and I take it serious. Um, so I was talking to my stepdad and I said, I really want to go on my own. I really want to get my own truck. I want to start my own, everything. I want to be responsible for everything on my own. Um, and any of these like trucking companies, they'll tell you when you tell them you're trying to go out on your own, honey, they'll tell you, oh, well, you need to understand there's a lot more cost. There's a lot more. They try to discourage you instead of lifting you up. I mean, hell, there's already so many trucking companies out here. Let me turn my Wi-Fi off, girl, because we don't got time for that bouncing back and forth. It's getting on my nerves. I'm irritated already. But they try to discourage you because they want to keep you stuck trying to scrape up pennies for them while they're raking in $4,000 or $5,000 off of you. No, ma'am, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I'm only doing it because I have to right now. So again, I'm gonna circle back and say I could really use the support, you guys. Even if it's just bare minimum. If you can do $1, if you can do $5, if you can do $10 or $20, If there's someone out there who can do the whole entire $300, oh my gosh, I would rejoice. I know that everybody's struggling. The world is kind of in a terrible place right now. I know, I understand fully, but I do believe there has to be an angel out there that is able to help me be in a better position to help others. Um, because it's difficult in life, and if I can become the person that's able to help others out of their hard times, that would be such a blessing to me. And and I truly do believe I love driving. I love driving a truck. Sorry, 1 second. 25B. I love driving a truck. I love traveling and doing all of this stuff and feeling this sense of responsibility that comes with driving a large vehicle. Um, and I truly believe that if I can use the foundation of driving a truck and use that to help other people who are in hard times find their way, I truly believe I can be the change that I want to see in the world. I truly believe that I can help shape the mindset of society one person at a time, one situation at a time, one incident at a time. And that's where I need you guys. That's where I need your support. I need y'all's help. I need y'all's love. All of that. Um, so again, this is a fundraising video. If you don't want to watch, you are more than welcome to scroll on by. But I am asking if you guys would help. Please, I would greatly appreciate it. Again, I have Venmo, I have PayPal, I have Apple Pay, and I have GoFundMe. Those are the only things that I have. I don't have any of the others. Please don't ask. I don't. I won't. I'm not making anything else. Those are the ones I have, and those are the ones that I'm able to accept donations on. Um, so if you're able to, that's phenomenal. If you can't help financially, like I said, that's okay too. I understand that there's hard times on everyone. But if you are able to help get the word out, maybe you can share this video to your social media and help get other people involved. Help get other people that might be able to help. Maybe there's a friend of yours who says, you know what, I like what you're saying. I like what you stand for. Here, I got $20. I mean, heck, if you go to McDonald's and you order one meal, one meal, or Burger King or Taco Bell, one meal is pretty much $17 to $20. If you can spare one cup of coffee from Starbucks, that's $6, $7. If you could just do that for me one time, I would be very, very grateful. Hi, thank you so much for the emojis. Mimi, is it Mimi? Hi, Mimi. Sorry, honey, I'm looking at this little screen and it's so hard to see. Hi, Mimi. Thank you so much for stopping by, dear. I hope you're having a fabulous day wherever you may be watching from. I am currently in Calvert City, Kentucky. Danny and I, my dog, are headed back to the West Coast to deliver this in Wyoming. Um, and then after that, I'll probably head back to Colorado and get my truck looked at. And from there, I don't know. probably end up back in Texas or maybe back in South Carolina. Who knows? This was a really good trip. Hi. This was a really good trip. Um, whenever I Okay, I got my cruise control on, honey. Whenever I was driving, okay, so I picked up a load in Colorado, which is where I live currently. Pardon me. Um, so I came from Colorado to South Carolina. Well, in process of driving from Colorado to South Carolina, I was able to stop in Georgia where my mother lives. And I haven't seen my mother in a long time, so I was able to stop and see her, and that meant so much. Her and I went to go to lunch. She took me to Walmart because I needed to go buy a few things, and she ended up buying me a pair of shoes, tennis shoes. So I'm so grateful for that. And I just got to spend a couple hours with her, and then she had to go back to doing what she had to do. But it was really good, and she got to meet my dog, which she probably has thousands of pictures of my dog. Um, because I send her pictures and videos all the time, but she's never met him in person. I mean, I haven't seen my mom in so many years in person. We FaceTime, but she lives in Georgia, and I'm of course in Colorado, and I've been in years, so I haven't seen her in quite a while. And so she met Danny, and she absolutely loved him. She's like, oh, he's so smart, he's so sweet, and it makes me smile when people really love him because I love him so much. Let me see what you said here. How much does a cross country trip pay? Well, that's the thing. What is your name? Let's see. Sheep. Sheep. Well, sheep. I'll tell you this. There's a difference between how much does a load pay and how much does the driver get paid. And that's the whole point of this video is, oh, y'all got, oh, mercy, honey. Them people's tires, both front tires was bowed out like this. I don't know what y'all got going. Did y'all hit a pothole or something? So back to what I was saying. So, that's the reason for this video, actually. So, if you were the company owner or an owner operator, you're gonna make all the money, right? All the money from the load would go to you, and then you obviously have to delegate those funds to your maintenance fund, your fuel fund, paying yourself as the driver, and so forth and so on. However, me as driving this load for this company, I get paid hourly, which people are like, oh, that's good, that's good. No, not really. It kind of equals out around about the same as if you were working mileage, which my last company did. So I'll tell you this. This trip, well, I stopped in Knoxville last night. I stopped in Knoxville, Tennessee. That's where I parked at last night. And when I left out this morning, I had 19 and some change hours from where I was at to where I'm going in Wyoming to deliver. And of course, I can't drive 19 hours straight through. There's laws. We have to stop after 10 and all this stuff. 11, actually. Um, Sorry, I'm trying to clear this left lane real quick so I can get these people out from behind me. But I'll tell you this. When I tell you I make hourly, I do not currently make over 25. I don't even make over 24. I'll leave it at that. Um, oh, she's flipping me off, honey. Or maybe she's videoing me. Who knows? Girl, good for you. I don't know what she's doing. I don't know what she was doing. She had her phone up, like, turned towards my truck, girl. I want to just wave at her and be like, hey, honey. Oh, it's a trooper right there, girl. I need to slow her down. But, so to answer your question, not very much at this particular company that I'm at. Other companies, they pay probably, let's just say, for instance, I was working for a mega carrier, which I was working for Pride. You guys will see some of those videos in my YouTube channel. I was working for Pride, and I made 59 cents a mile. And this trip is about, from where I was at in Knoxville. I had picked up this load in North Carolina. So let's just say from Knoxville to Wyoming, where I'm going, it's 1,800 or 1,900 miles. So do 1,900 times 59 cents, and that's what this portion would pay. Now, granted, you have other things like per diem and uh, safety bonuses and things of that nature. Um, but not very much. So per diem here where I'm at now is like $80 per day. I know there's a lot of other companies who pay a lot more per diem. They pay, for instance, $100 a day. I've heard some, wise tales saying they make 150 per diem per day, which is a lot of per diem. Per diem is basically your food, basically, essentially, and little stuff, if you have to pay for a shower or something like that. But you don't get it every day. That will go on to your weekly paycheck. So you get your per diem, you get your incentives, if you will, and all of that stuff. Um, and other than that, it's really not the freight is really not paying um what it used to. It's really not paying what it used to. It used to be everybody was making money, everybody was getting, a lot of a lot of good mileage, um, and people were happy. Now the trucking industry is so oversaturated. Number one. Number two, there's so many illegally operating drivers that it's just creating a lot of hassle. Why would someone want to pay me $5,000 for a load if they can get someone running illegally to do it for 12 or 1,400, if that makes sense? So a lot of things like that really take into factor all the different things that make up freight rates. I'm just trying to think if I want to stop. I'm trying to push my clock, but I'm running out of time. I only have 2 hours and 34 minutes until I reach St. Louis area. However, on my clock, I only have 2 hours and 36. So I'm like, 2 minutes, there's not much room. Now, I can do it. I have done it where I pull up to the truck stop and I've got like 2 minutes left on my clock, or a minute left on my clock, and you just hurry up into a parking space, or you just go ahead and go offline and you just crawl through the parking lot under 5 miles an hour. If you know, you know. Um, but other than that, like, I'm really trying to go on my own. I really, really, really want to go on my own. And that's why I'm asking you guys for help. I don't really like asking for help, but I need your help. I truly do. Let's see what you said. My father used to get paid 4,000 per trip from Maryland to Santa Monica and back. So yeah, that's about 2 grand. Yeah, each way. That's about what you should be getting. But again, if you're under another company, they're getting that, let's say, 4 grand, and then they're paying the driver $900. You know what I mean, or 1,000 if you're really lucky, and they're keeping the other 3,000 to quote unquote run the business, or do whatever they're doing with it, as the owner of the company pulls up in a brand new jacked up pickup truck type deal. So Maryland to Texas to California and back to Maryland. Yeah, for sure. Um, and that's a decent, that's a decent run for sure. But that's running your own truck as an owner op. Or if it was a company position, then that was a very good company to work for. Um, but that's why I'm trying to go owner op. That's why I'm really trying to get all of the requirements fulfilled. That's why I'm trying to do everything they need me to do so that I can get my own DOT and MC authority. Um, like I mentioned, that is 300 to submit that application. Um, and then from there, I can actually, my plan is once I get that going, then I got to get the insurance. Once I get my insurance, then I will go to a place like Penske, and Penske has uh, an option where you can actually lease a truck. And child, what is you doing, honey? Oh, this man's stuff fell off his truck, girl. That's why you're supposed to strap down, girl. They're gonna cause an accident. Lord have mercy. Um, but on the job through H Mart. Okay, nice. Um, but yeah, once I get Penske, they lease you a truck. They take all the stickering off that says Penske, and you can put your own information on. Um, and to lease a truck, it costs about 2,500 a month. Now, you got to understand that sounds like a lot, but if you're the owner operator, that's pretty much one trip. You know what I mean? That's pretty much one trip, and you got your truck paid for the month. And then probably another trip would be paid for your insurance. Another trip, you know what I mean? You delegate the money that way, or however works for you. Um, but I'm really trying my best to get my own thing going because I don't want to work for someone else. It's not about necessarily the money for me as much as it is about wanting to have quality equipment that is properly maintained regularly, appropriately, and properly. The problem is I work for a small outfit now, and when you work for small companies, they don't really care. They don't really care how the equipment is. They don't really care how the drivers feel because at the end of the day, if I'm not in this seat, someone else will be. That's their viewpoint on it. So that's kind of where I'm at, you guys. I really need your help. I know I keep saying it. I warned you. This is a fundraising video. Um, if you guys can help at all, $5, $10, 20. If you can do more, phenomenal. I have Venmo. I have PayPal. I have GoFundMe, and I have Apple Pay. And you know, anything that you guys donate, it's not gonna go to, oh, I'm about to go eat a fat steak. No, ma'am, honey. My fat steak can wait until I have my own company. Um, I am truly saving every penny to put towards trying to get this $300 so I can submit my application for my own authority. And when I say literally saving every penny, girl, I'm literally like, if I walk through the truck stop, I literally stop and grab the little coins that's on the ground. And I have this little coin purse that's full of change that I put all the coins in. And then I'm going to go take it to either a coin, like a coin machine, or I'll roll it up and cash it in and put that towards what I need for uh, the application fee for the USDOT and MC number. One step at a time, you guys. Now, if there's anybody in here who wants to just go ahead and just send me like, 2 million, 3 million, go ahead, baby. I will gladly receive it. But but all jokes aside, I do understand firsthand actually how hard life is right now for a lot of people. And what does it say? Loves or Pilot? 100% Pilot and Flying J. 100%. I do stop at Loves, and I do go to Loves. But if I have a choice, it's Pilot all day. Pilot and Flying J. Those two are the same. They're sisters. Um, just because I'm already a high status on Pilot and Flying J, and I like the system that they have because I can always get parking, right? I can always pay to park. At Loves, most Loves, they don't have pay to park. It's just first come, first serve. Um, but I do like some of the food at Loves. Like I just started messing with their breakfast tacos. Girl, I tell you, my God, I'm on this big bridge right now. Oh, here, pink. I'm going over this bridge. I'm in Paducah, Kentucky. Paducah, Kentucky, and we're trying to make it to St. Louis. However, it's not looking like I'm gonna make it all the way into St. Louis. And I'm almost back to Illinois. If you guys can see right there is the Illinois sign. Almost to it. Right there. Welcome to Illinois, land of Lincoln. But but yes, I am sure a Pilot girl. Just because they're more clean, in my opinion. Some people might disagree. Some people might stand firm by Loves, and that's okay. Or TA and Petro, that's okay. You're entitled to have your own opinions. But for me, yeah, Loves is is not bad, but Pilot and Flying J is for sure where I want to be, and that's where I intentionally go. I am loyal there. What about your dad? What if he's still alive? What does he prefer? If he's not, what did he prefer? And my condolences. Um, I always try to be politically correct, but sometimes it's hard. So I never mean any disrespect or anything like that. But what did your father prefer? Loves or Pilot? And if you guys are just tuning in, thank you so much for watching and stopping by. As I've mentioned numerous times and will continue to mention, this is a fundraising video. I'm trying to raise money for my DOT and MC application, which costs 300 doll hairs. So if you guys are able to contribute, anything helps, and I do mean anything, even if it's $1.50, girl. I will throw it in my change purse and be grateful. That's the honest to God's truth. I'm not one of these people that's like, oh, you only gave me $5? Like, how dare you? You're broke. You're this. Like, no, girl, we're all broke. I'm broke. I'm not too proudful to say it or too proud to say it. Like, I'm struggling pretty bad right now. Um, but I'm thankful and I'm grateful that I have air in my lungs, that I woke up to see another beautiful day, that I have another opportunity to be the light in someone's life. It's not so bad when you start naming all the good things. I got a dog right here by my side that is loyal and faithful. Huh, pup? Hi, what's up? You want to come say hi to the people? Huh? You want to come say hi to the people? No? He don't want to say hi right now. He's in a weird mood. He's been very clingy lately. The past 2 days, like normally, I don't know if you guys can see him right here sitting. He doesn't really sit right here. He'll either lay over here in his seat or in the back on the bed. But he's been sitting right by me. I think he's trying to keep me encouraged, keep me uplifted, because sometimes it gets a little frustrating. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna jump off here. Much love to you. Thank you for watching. Remember, check out my link tree. It has all the ways you can donate, and any donation and support is greatly, greatly appreciated. We love you guys, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.